The 2016 Mercedes-AMG GT. When it came time for Mercedes to replace the aging SLS AMG, rumors began to swirl and, for a while, it was believed that the new car would be called the SLC. As it turns out, Mercedes-AMG decided to simply call the car the GT, and on top of the name switch, the SLS successor doesn't even have the infamous gullwing doors. The car makes use of plenty of carbon fiber, which means it is lighter than the SLS, and it is also a bit smaller and nowhere near as dramatic or aggressive as the model it replaces. Inside, the interior is absolutely impressive, revolving around an aviation theme with a motorsport-inspired center console and the finest materials Merc and AMG could get their hands on. Under the hood, there is a 4.0-liter V8 that delivers 456 horsepower in the standard model or 502 horsepower in the bonkers GTS. The new Mercedes-AMG GT might not be quite as aggressive on the outside, but it sure packs a pretty dangerous punch in the power department. This baby was built with performance in mind, using things like piezo fuel injectors, 2 turbochargers with indirect intercooling, and a power bottom end that has been friction optimized, but the use of NaNOSLIDE coating on the cylinder walls and piston rings. The new Mercedes-AMG GT competes against the likes of the Porsche 911 Turbo and the Audi R8 V10, but does it really have what it takes to law down the law against the other Germans in this tight market? Take a look at our full review below and let us know what you think. Updated September 29, 2015, Mercedes-AMG unveiled a new video highlighting the development process behind its new AMG M178 used in the AMG GT. Check it out to see the work required to craft an unstoppable engine. Click past the jump to read more about the future Mercedes-AMG GT. Exterior. Much like the SLS AMG and the iconic 300SL gullwing, the AMG GT is highlighted by its long hood, a short boot and a greenhouse that has been moved farther toward the rear. Although smaller than the SLS AMG, the GT can be considered the former's spiritual successor from a design point of view. The sports car's lines are muscular and dramatic, two features that are more noticeable now that the veils have been lifted. Much like the SLS AMG and the iconic 300SL gullwing, the GT is highlighted by its long hood, a short boot and a greenhouse that has been moved farther toward the rear. Needless to say, the front fascia also reminds me of the SLS AMG. A wide grille fitted with Mercedes' new diamond pattern dominates the landscape, with beautifully shaped headlamps extending onto the fenders. Down below, a thin air dam makes up most of the apron, while large intakes are mounted on each side to help cool those large front brakes. The resemblance continues around back, but much like its front end, the Mercedes-AMG GT's rear fascia brings new styling cues into the equation. The thin taillights provide a great contrast to the beefy bumper and large exhaust tips. More importantly, the regular trunk lid of the SLS has been replaced by a larger lid that now incorporates the rear glass. Overall, the AMG GT is shorter than the SLS AMG, but at the same time it kept the latter's wide and low stance. The design is not overly dramatic and it certainly doesn't represent a significant departure from the SLS, but the AMG GT boasts that pure sports car emotion we expect from vehicles that can perform on the street as well as on the track. Interior. Making the interior even more impressive is the motorsport-inspired center console and the AMG drive unit controls that are arranged like 8 cylinders in a V layout. The Mercedes-AMG GT's interior is downright impressive. The cockpit revolves around an aviation design theme that emphasizes the company's lightweight and modern approach. The wide, wing-like dashboard, the central spotlight-style vents, and the concave-shaped door panels contribute to this impression. The low seating position and the tall center console further enhance the feeling you are entering the cockpit of a fighter jet rather than the cabin of an automobile. Making the interior even more impressive is the motorsport-inspired center console and the AMG drive unit controls that are arranged like 8 cylinders in a V layout. Impressive and certainly unique. Naturally, the AMG GT's cabin is packed with the finest materials and boasts high-quality fit and finish. Acres of leather cover everything from the dashboard to the sports seats to the door panels. The black surfaces feature red contrast stitching, while nearly everything else is either aluminum or carbon fiber. Drivetrain. The 4.0-liter V8 generates 503 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. The oomph translates into a 0 to 60 mph benchmark of 3.7 seconds and a top speed of 193 miles per hour. Displacing 4.0 liters in a 90-degree V8 configuration, the aluminum block features a closed-deck design for added rigidity, while keeping its weight at only 461 pounds. The engine makes use of the innovated hot V configuration that routes the hot exhaust gases to the center V section, while the cool, fresh air is routed in from the outer sections of the cylinder heads. While it's backwards from most conventional engines, it allows nearly instantaneous pressure to the two turbochargers mounted within the V. Forged aluminum pistons are fitted with friction-optimized rings and the cylinder walls are covered with a NaNO-SLIDE coating for further friction reduction. A dry sump oiling system keeps parts properly lubricated even when under extreme lateral Gs, and eliminates the need for a large oil pan. Without the bulky pan, Mercedes and AMG were able to lower the engine, decreasing the car's overall center of gravity. The four overhead camshafts are fully variable in their timing and work with piezo direct fuel injectors to deliver a precise amount of fuel for varying circumstances. The two turbochargers' temperatures are kept in check by an indirect intercooling system with a low-temperature water circuit. The result is cooler air entering the engine at higher pressure. That combination helps the 4.0-liter V8 generate its 503 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque in the top-level Mercedes-AMG GTS. The oomph translates into a 0 to 60 mph benchmark of 3.7 seconds and a top speed of 193 miles per hour, figures that place the range-topping AMG GT between the 911 Carrera 4S and the Turbo. There's also a lower-tier engine that develops 456 ponies and 443 pound-feet of torque. The lesser GT is 0.2 seconds slower from 0 to 60 miles per hour and comes with a top speed of 189 miles per hour. Drivetrain specifications. Suspension. The sports car rides on a motorsport-sourced double wishbone suspension on the front and rear. Even though the GT promises to be quite the performer at the track, Mercedes and AMG have also focused on driving dynamics and comfort for long journeys. The sports car rides on a motorsport-sourced double wishbone suspension on the front and rear. The wishbones, steering knuckles and hub carriers are made entirely out of forged aluminum, which reduces the unsprung masses and elastic movements, and improves cornering speeds. At the same time, the direct connection of the shock absorber on the rear hub carrier reduces vibrations and wheel load fluctuations. The Germans have also developed a new AMG ride control sports suspension with electronically controlled damping. This tech comes standard with the Mercedes-AMG GTS and can fit it as an option on the base model. Damping characteristics can be adjusted in the AMG drive unit or by using the 3 drive modes that come with the AMG Dynamic Select. Prices. The new Mercedes-AMG GTS will be priced from $129,900 when it goes on sale in the US in April 2015. The base Mercedes-AMG GT will go on sale in the spring of 2016, but the pricing details are not yet available. Pricing details. Competitors. Porsche 911 Turbo. Powered by the company's familiar 3.8-liter, inline-6 engine, the current Porsche 911 Turbo comes in 2 guises. The standard model benefits from 520 horsepower and 487 pound-feet of torque, which allows it to sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.3 seconds and reach a top speed of 195 miles per hour. Gearheads looking for even more power at the rear can opt for the Turbo S. The brawnier sports car churns 560 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, meaning 0 to 60 mph times drop to only 3 seconds, while top speed receives a slight bump to 197 miles per hour. As far as interior amenities and technology go, it appears the 911 and the Mercedes-AMG GT are fighting on equal grounds. The Porsche 911 Turbo retails from $151,100, while the Turbo S fetches at least $182,700. Read more about the Porsche 911 Turbo here. Audi R8 V10. Unlike the 911 Turbo and the GT, the Audi R8 V10 Spider gets its juice from a larger 5.2-liter V10 engine. Although it's bigger and has more cylinders than its counterparts, the Audi unit cranks out only 525 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque, placing the R8 below the Porsche 911 Turbo S. When paired with a 7-speed S-tronic transmission, the V10 mil pushes the sports car from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 3.7 seconds, while the manual gearbox slows it down to about 4 seconds. As far as top speed is concerned, the former reaches 193 miles per hour, while the latter touches its limit at 194 miles per hour. The R8's interior might not seem as rich when compared to both the 911 Turbo and the AMG GT, but it comes with plenty of luxury and convenience features, and a long list of options. Pricing for the Audi R8 V10 begins at $164,000. Read more about the Audi R8 here. Conclusion. The AMG GT opens a new era for Mercedes-Benz and AMG, as the Germans now have the tools to go against the Porsche 911, the benchmark for all sports cars. With the SLR McLaren and the SLS AMG as its spiritual predecessors, the Mercedes-AMG GT has some big shoes to fill, but it seems AMG has reached a stage where it no longer focuses on brute power alone, but on a package that brings lightness, force, and fuel efficiency under the same roof. It remains to be seen whether or not the GT has what it takes to give the 911 a run for its money, but the preliminary details suggest Stuttgart is about to host an epic battle. Needless to say, the AMG GT has that classic front-engine sports car appeal that many manufacturers fail to obtain. Love it blends classic gullwing cues with a modern, fresh design aviation-inspired, luxurious cockpit, loads of technology and race-bred internals, powerful engines reportedly affordable compared to the SLS. Leave it, the SLS gullwing doors will be dearly missed, somewhat bland exterior styling. Porsche's 911 is hard to beat. Update history. Updated the 11th of February 2015, Mercedes USA unveiled a new video of its new AMG GTS called Video Brochure. The new video offers tons of details on the sports coupe. Enjoy. Updated January 26, 2015, Mercedes officially announced that the new AMG GTS will be put on sale in April 2015 at a starting price of $129,900. The model will be joined in the spring of 2016 by an entry-level version that will deliver 456 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque and will sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.9 seconds. Updated 3 October 2014, the new Mercedes-AMG GT was unveiled in the 2014 Paris Auto Show, and you can now see a series of new images from the official images. Check them in the Photos tab. Updated January 31, 2014, in an official press release announcing record sales for its AMG division, Mercedes announced that a new AMG sports car will be unveiled by the end of the year. No other details were released, except that, later this year, AMG plans to enter a new segment with a sports car it has fully developed itself. Updated April 16, 2014, Mercedes officially confirmed today that its future sports car will be called AMG GT. Also, the company offered the first details on the AMG GT's interior. Updated May 19, 2014, Mercedes unveiled a first teaser video for the upcoming AMG GT supercar and announced the official launch of a special web page that will be updated with details on the new sports car in the upcoming weeks. Updated May 30, 2014, Mercedes unveiled 3 new teaser videos for the upcoming AMG GT sports car. Of course, they do not reveal pretty much anything on the car, just how the engine will sound under light and heavy loads. Updated the 11th of June 2014, thanks to Mercedes online driving performance magazine, we can now offer you a few more details on the upcoming AMG GT sports car. It will be put on sale in March 2015, and it will feature a muscular, never-ending front and a staggeringly beautiful rear. It will ride on an aluminum space frame that will help keep its weight down. With the Mercedes-AMG GT, we are starting a new era of sports car. A doubtless surprising and above all sensational one, like we saw from the positive reactions of the people during the prototype trip through Barcelona, said Mario Spitzner, Director of Branding and Marketing. Updated 12 June 2014, Mercedes unveiled a new promo video for the future AMG GT. The new video, called "This Is What You Get," teases the performance figures of the future sports car and explains what clients will get from the newly developed 4.0-liter bi-turbo V8 engine. Updated June 13, 2014, Mercedes unveiled a new video in which it explains the technical features of the AMG GT's new twin-turbo V8 4.0-liter engine. Check the video in the Video tab. Updated 9 July 2014, Mercedes continues teasing its future AMG GT with a series of new images. Find them in the picture gallery. Updated 10 July 2014, another day, another teaser session for the AMG GT, this time a video. Check it out in the Video tab. Updated July 18, 2014, Mercedes unveiled a new teaser video, detailing the twin-turbo, V8 engine found under AMG GT's hood. Updated July 25, 2014, Mercedes unveiled full details on the new AMG 4.0-liter V8 biturbo engine set to be used for the first time in the new Mercedes-AMG GT car. A new teaser video was also unveiled, talking about the performance figures of the next AMG GT. Click past the jump for the full details. Updated August 18, 2014, GT Spirit managed to get a behind-the-scenes look at the Mercedes-AMG GT and talk shop with the designers behind the supercar. The topic of choice? The car's design, of course. GT Spirit. Updated August 29, 2014, Mercedes-Benz has revealed another video and confirmed that the AMG GT will debut on September 9, 2014. It also highlighted that there will be two states of tune for the AMG GT, one with 455 horsepower and one with 503 horsepower. Updated 3 September 2014, Mercedes unveiled a new video featuring the exhaust notes of its future AMG GT. Also, with just a few days before the car's official debut, it confirmed the sports car will go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds and up to a top speed of 192 miles per hour. Updated 8 September 2014, Mercedes unveiled a new video showing the future AMG GT in action at the Bonneville Salt Flats, USA. Enjoy! Updated 9 September 2014, the new Mercedes-AMG GT will be unveiled on September 9, 2014 at 5:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can watch it live here at top speed. Updated 12 September 2014, Mercedes unveiled a new video showing the new AMG GT in action at the Circuit of the Americas. Enjoy! Updated September 22, 2014, Mercedes unveiled the entire exterior palette for the new AMG GT. Check it out after the jump and let us know which color is your favorite. Updated 1 October 2014, Mercedes-AMG unveiled a new walk-around video for its new GT sports car. Check it out in the video section. Live reveal notes. 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned to Top Speed for the live reveal of the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT. The first part of the event is hosted by AMG ambassador and 5-time DTM champion Bernd Schneider. 1:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, Schneider talks about all the AMG vehicles released so far, as the cars roll onto the stage for their brief presentation. 1:40 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, as expected, the Germans review their newest achievements across the lineup and explain why the latest AMG cars are more powerful, yet fuel efficient. 1:48 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, Tobias Mowers, head of the AMG division, steps up to introduce the brand new AMG GT. 1:53 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, as a brief reminder, the Mercedes-AMG GT is motivated by a 4.0-liter V8 engine rated at 503 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. Head over to the Drivetrain section below for the full details. 1:56 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, Mowers says the AMG GT wasn't intended to replace the SLS AMG, but it represents a new start in a new sports car segment for the company. 2:01 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the AMG GT breaks cover as it roars its engine on track, footage running in the background. 2:04 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, a bright yellow AMG GT revs its V8 onto the stage as fireworks lighten the evening sky. F1 driver Nico Rosberg comes out of the cockpit. 2:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, this is it folks, the AMG GT is now official. Stay tuned for an updated review. Spy shots.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.